everybody. Welcome to day 9 of 30 Days and 30 Ways to Clear Your Energy. Yesterday and today, we're working through two different emotional processes that are found in my book, which is The Intuitive Heart Revolution. If you'd like to buy a copy, I have a link either in my bio or underneath here. You're welcome to jump on and buy it. But I do have these two processes that I want to share with you that I think are really powerful and helpful. So, we're dealing with the concept of clearing emotions or moving energy or emotions through the body. And this is a really beautiful emotional technique that you can use anytime you're finding that you are overwhelmed, you are struggling with a situation, a person, an emotion, something that you can't shift. And it's just this persisting frustration that you have that it's just circling through your mind on a regular basis. So if you're feeling like you really want some relief for this and you're willing to dive and have a bit of a play with it, try this particular method. So yesterday I did the Tuft method, which is think and then uncover and then feel and then basically turn the tap on and move everything through. And today, this is called the SALVE37 method, SALVE37. And this is really good when you have recurring emotions and you're unsure about where they come from or how to address them. Okay. So we're going back to anger. Let's try anger for an example. You've realized that every time you try something new or try to connect with your partner or push yourself in a part of your work, your reaction is to get angry. It's just one of your go-to emotions and you're finding it really hard to shift it. Remember, this is a reaction and not a choice. So this is not your fault. You are not a bad person. The anger is not a reflection of you being a bad person. We always need to remember that these are simply conversations and we are not bad people when we have these feelings. I understand how you must feel if you're in this situation because I have been there. I had anger that I had stuck in my body for years and years and years. And I feel like, I'm pretty much there. But I've had to use some of these techniques along the way because this is a really powerful way to give ourselves permission to change our way of being. Okay. So, first, the most important thing I feel is to recognize that these emotions are holding you back, and to have responsibility over the fact that we do carry them, and that responsibility is giving us then permission to move it through and do something different. Okay. So instead of blaming work or your partner or something else or the burnt dinner or whatever it is that's triggered the anger, we have to remember that that anger has come from inside of us. And the anger is something that we need to be responsible for. Not in a I'm a bad person, I suck kind of way, but in a I'm just going to own this and I'm going to give myself permission to try something different. All right. So it's just about recognizing and understanding that a part of you has been denied or pushed away or hurt and needs love and understanding. That's all that is. Remember, emotions are conversations and they are not a self bashing tool. If we have negative emotions, we are not bad. If we only have good emotions, we are not good. Typically, if we push those bad emotions aside, we are spiritually bypassing. We're not actually being true to ourselves. Everybody has the negative emotions and everybody has duality. This is why we're in a human body. We're here to nail this and heal ourselves so that we can step into a higher vibration of being. And every time we judge ourselves and stop ourselves from healing, we do actually stop that healing from happening. We actually halt healing completely as soon as we judge ourselves and call these emotions bad or call ourselves bad or go into a bit of a self bash cycle because we're not doing what we need to do. Okay. So, what we want to do is we want to give ourselves the opportunity to process. Okay, so SALVE37 method is a way of looking at our emotions and finding a new way of doing things. Okay, so the S is the see the angry part of you, or whatever the sabotage is, or whatever the situation is, and see it standing in front of you. So this gives you an opportunity to detach from it and have it be less personal. As soon as it becomes less personal and we're less in it, we can usually see it for what it is, and then we are empowered to change it. So this is a really powerful thing to step back and have a look at it. Pretend that your anger is a person standing in front of you and that you are having a conversation with it. Okay. Now, what you want to do is acknowledge how that part of you is feeling, um, and understand that this is not their fault. They haven't done anything wrong. So ask the angry counterpart, this angry part, this person, this being, whoever you want to see it as, ask them how they are and pay attention to the answer, right? Listen, L, to what their anger has to say, right? For example, you can say, anger, I totally understand how you feel. I've been angry before. This is a really hard emotion to process, and I totally see why you would continually blame yourself for this, right? And acknowledge what's happening and allow yourself to pay attention to what's happening. Usually that angry part of you just needs a bit of love, to be honest. The validating V is allowing that angry part of you to be heard, much like you would with a friend, and much like you would with someone who's trying to actually open up to you about how they're feeling. All right. It's really normal to feel these things. I would do that as well. Everything is okay. I'm here for you. All right. And allow the emotions to flow, right? Allow them to flow through that angry part of you and have compassion for your anger. Ask anger what it needs in order to feel better. And the amount of times I've done this in sessions with people and all that emotion needs is a hug is unbelievable. Sometimes it just needs a 7-second hug to just give it a sense of absolute honoring. Okay. So what you want to do is do whatever it says. Simple as that, right? Keep talking and give that angry part of you the love, validation, compassion, and forgiveness that it needs. 3 times out loud, tell that angry part of you, I love you, right? This is part of the 3-7, SALVE37. The 3 is tell that part of you 3 times out loud, I love you. Anger, I love you. Anger, I love you. Anger, I love you. And it starts to shift. It's really powerful. Okay. And then again, remember, hug. Give that part of you a minimum of a 7-second hug. The 3 is the I love yous, and the 7 is the hug. 7-second hug. Give that part of you imagine or self hug, really powerful, at least 7 seconds, right? Give yourself a self hug to allow that angry part of you to be loved, forgiven, and accepted. Give yourself that opportunity to move through that emotion. And after helping that anger be at peace with themselves, they'll often fade out or even merge with you. Either one is perfect, whether it releases and goes away and disappears, or whether it merges into your body, either way is perfect. It doesn't actually matter. If neither happens, then invite that part of you. Invite them to become a part of you and who you are. Because if they are a part of you and they feel healed and heard, they will do so easily. Okay. It'll just merge as a part of who you really are. Okay. And repeat this as often as you need for whatever behaviors you feel are sabotaging your attempts at awesomeness, any emotions that are a consistent recurrence for you, and just give yourself permission to heal. Okay. So I'm going to take you through the process now, in a more meditative situation. If you want to sit with me through this, you can. So I'll just get you to close your eyes and just allow everything to slow down. Give yourself a 5-second breath in, 5-second breath out. Try and do that 3 times just to give yourself complete connection. Okay, and just give yourself permission to just go into that parasympathetic rest and digest part of your nervous system. Allow your heartbeat to slow. Allow your breath to slow. And give yourself permission for your brain to actually start to go into a deeper level of being, into an alpha state. You do not need to know what this is, just ask. And what you want to do is you want to actually invite a part of you, a story, a situation, an emotion that's playing out in your life that is not serving you, and call it in front of you like a separate person. If you know what the feeling is, amazing. If you don't, just allow that energy to come in front of you. First of all, see that part of you. See how it's feeling. See what it looks like. It might not even look human. It might look completely different. And acknowledge whoever they are and whatever they look like. And ask how they feel. Ask. Ask for the story. Ask for the information. Listen and accept whatever it has to say. Always pay attention, listen to what that part of you has to say, and then send complete acknowledgement and validation. I understand how you feel. I've been like this before. I understand how tricky this is. And it's totally okay to feel like that. Allow any emotions to start to flow through your body or flow through the part of you that's standing in front of you. And just allow yourself to release and heal. And what I want you to do now is meet the eyes of this counterpart, if it has eyes. If not, connect in with the energy. And allow yourself to say out loud 3 times, I love you. I love you. I love you. And as you do that, you feel or sense or see the energy transmuting through that part of you and clearing up into a place of clarity, transmuting this emotion, this story, this experience into love. And call that part of you in, the energy, the counterpart, the person, and hug it. Hug them for at least 7 seconds. Bring the hug in for yourself if you need to. Hold a beautiful space for yourself. Hold it for a minimum of 7 seconds. Allowing some karuna, compassion, and love to come through every cell, tissue, and organ of your body, your energy bodies, your chakras, your nadis, and your entire auric field, coding and recoding compassion, love, understanding, and validation through every part of your body. Allowing that part of you to fully heal. And watching, feeling, or intuiting that part of you either disappearing or completely coming into your field. and merging with you. Allowing and continuing that recoding to come through, recoding, recoding, recoding into that higher vibrational way of being, into a place that feels fully peaceful in your heart, honoring and acknowledging that part of you that's been in suffering for so long that it didn't know how to change it, shift it, and heal. And whenever you're ready, you thank all those parts of you for showing up and for healing. And whenever you're ready, wiggle your fingers and toes. Come back into your body and open your eyes. Just feel the shifting that's happening through your body. Allow yourself to feel completely at ease. You might feel tingling. You might feel a sense of relief. You might feel emotions coming through still. That's okay. Allow them to flow. Remember, the flow is really important. And keep sending love to yourself. Allow it. You don't need to know how to, just ask and it will come. Allow unconditional, universal 5D love to keep coming through your system as you process and transmute these energies. And you give yourself permission to fully heal from these situations. I hope that was really helpful. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 10.